everyone, welcome back. This video is especially for those people who have been asking me, can I make my finance career without being a CA or MBA? First, let me be very clear, if you're aiming for a 30 LPA package within 6 months, this video is not for you. But if you're willing to build the right skills, start where you are and are ready to play the long-term game, then yes, you can get the high-paying finance jobs without being a CA or MBA. In this video, I'm going to give you a very realistic path. The roles you can target, the skills which employers care for, how people genuinely get hired, and what you need to start doing from today. First point, change the definition of your high paying. The first thing we need to understand that high paying package does not mean a huge package for a fresher. Most people who are earning 15 to 30 LPA definitely did not start from there. They started with internships, entry-level analyst roles, smaller companies, average salaries, but they built skills, gained experience, switched strategically and kept improving. Finance rewards consistency. So stop asking which finance role pays the most. Instead, start asking which is the role where I can grow strategically. Coming to second part, which are the roles? See, there are several finance careers where CA and MBA are helpful, preferable, but are not mandatory. Some of the roles include financial analyst, equity research analyst, FP&A analyst, credit analyst, investment banking analyst. Now, before you decide one of this is your dream job, make sure you have complete detail about each role. You need to know what a financial analyst does in their life, how demanding is investment banking, does equity research analyst suit me, do I love stock market? I've covered all the roles in detail in my Role Explain series, where I explain everything about the roles, skills required, which companies do they work in, what are the salaries offered, what is the career path, how can freshers get in, a complete guide, or you can say a proper roadmap is being given. So don't forget to check my Role Explain series after this video. Part 3. Skills that actually matter. Now this is something which many people don't want to hear, but I'm anyway going to say it. Employers don't hire you because you completed 10 random certifications. They hire you because you can do the work. It's very simple. You have those skills and you can do the work. That is why you get hired. So if I was someone who has to start from scratch, this is what I would focus on and I would tell people to focus on. First and most important, Excel. You don't have to be an Excel expert overnight, knowing all the features, all the shortcuts. No, you just have to be comfortable with formulas, lookups, pivots, charts, and data analysis. That's it. It is not necessary to know everything. Second, you have to understand financial statements. You have to be good at income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statements. Third, financial modeling. Can you build a simple financial model? Can you forecast numbers? Can you make assumptions and justify them? Fourth, Power BI and data visualization. You definitely have to know the basics of Power BI or any other data visualization tool to stay relevant in the market. And finally, communication skills. Because no matter how good you are with numbers, you still have to explain your insights clearly. See, none of these skills require an MBA or CA. They just require effort and practice. Next part, don't underestimate small starts. Now, one of the biggest reasons why people give up, it is because they reject the opportunities which don't look impressive to them. Maybe it's a 4 lakh package, maybe it's a small firm, maybe the title is not that glamorous. But take the opportunity, learn everything you can. See, the analyst earning 20 to 25 LPA was not offered that package as a fresher. They all started somewhere. Experience compounds, your skills compound, your professional relationships compound. Now here compound obviously means multiply. I hope you're aware of that. So everything compounds. Your first job is not your final destination. It's just your entry ticket. So I feel something is better than nothing. Next, ma'am, what are the certifications which are required? Now many people ask me that, should I do CFA? Should I do NISM? Should I do financial modeling course? Answer is very simple. It depends on your career goal. See, if you're targeting investment related roles, then CFA strengthens your profile. If you're targeting stock markets, NISM is a useful add-on which strengthens your profile. Financial modeling courses help you develop practical skills. See, but remember this, a certificate without skill will not get you very far. it will not help you in the long run. Use certifications to support your profile. Never use them as a substitute to your competence. Now next, how people usually get hired. See what many of the people think hiring process looks like. Apply online, get selected, receive an offer. No, that's not the reality. Reality is more like this. Apply online, network, reach out to professionals on LinkedIn, request referrals, get rejected, improve, apply again, get shortlisted for interview, and eventually someone says yes. It's a cycle. The people who succeed are not always the smartest ones. Always remember they are the ones who were persistent and consistent. They are the ones who kept showing up. So no matter what, show up every day and someday someone will eventually say yes. Persistency matters a lot. So, can you build a high-paying finance career without CA or MBA tag? Absolutely. But not because someone promised you an easy shortcut. You do it by choosing the right role, gaining the right skills, improving continuously, and by staying in the long game enough to compound. See, CA and MBA are definitely the great paths. They are the best. But this video is for those who feel that they are the only path. No. See, in case you are late to join the CA MBA community, you still have chance. You still have other route. Just like Google Maps tells you, rerouting. Similar way. And if you're still trying to figure out what each role looks like, don't forget to watch my Role Explain series. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the like button. Do comment, share and subscribe. And I would definitely be happy if you could hype the video. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, see you, take care.